How y'all doing this fine, fine day? Still really don't know what to do about the mic situation. That being, I'm not happy with it right now. The audio and such, I'm just not all that familiar with how that works. And it's not as good as it could be, I'm aware. But I haven't heard back from anyone beyond the fact of the problem. So I can't really do all that much as far as I'm aware. Looks like we got some boats. Oh yes, it's going to be a good match. We got our boats. Three boats. Aw, rude. Either he has a really bad hand or he really is relying on that coin flip. Got the impression that if this one's going to be played out, it's going to be a long, drawn out one. So, I want to buff that while I can. Not my bear. I like the bear. I wonder how many people go against these decks like I've made and wonder why anyone would play this. I mean, it's a valid question. It's not the best card in the world by any standard. Alright then. Ken. Wonder what kind of deck this is. I mean, the fact that he's only played golds up to this point really isn't helping. Oh. Okay. That makes sense. Huh. Super Bear. Okay, now that he's played all of his tools, as far as I'm aware. And we have a, what is that, 15-point advantage? Let's just pass. 12-point advantage. 3-point advantage. 1-point advantage. Man, what's in his hand? Hmm. Okay. Well, if you're gonna play a catapult, I'll play a greatsword. Another one. How kind. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Sorry. Doesn't look like we're getting a Haymay. That's okay. Let's see what removal he's got. pass so that these won't be constantly dying, but the card advantage would be a big deal even if I was getting rid of them. It's, miracles happen. I am reviving the boat. The wild boar of the sea with Renew. Okay. Okay. He's got 6. I've got 5. Oh, wait, no. That makes it 6 too. Well, at least this benefits from damage. I'd almost be content just passing, but the game seems a lot more swingy when it comes to stats nowadays. So it seems like a bad decision at any given moment. Okay. In that case. He should have 3 of these in the deck, if I'm recalling correctly, because he should have 3 by default, and he's pulled off the warrior twice. Okay, so with this, the weather's not going to kill any of them. Is there anything I can do about that? Doesn't seem like it. Well, when I'm past, he's going to take 2 damage, so... But when that eats, he's going to gain 3. 1, because he's also still taking 2 damage, but... Oh, there you go. Never mind. I always find it amusing when they eat their own leader. Like, his little description hypes him up as being some kind of absolutely terrifying force. But you can eat him. Oh, Jesus. Talk about a wombo combo. But man, though, how the hell do you counter that? Fucking 27 points out the gate. I know it requires a lot of setup, but still. That deck literally exists to counter ones like mine with cards like that. You know, I hate to admit it, but it might be time to retire this deck, this concept, just because how powerful these things are. Like going up against Monster in its present state, it's not really a question of whether or not you can outstat them anymore. It's a question of whether or not you can win in 2 turns, and if they draw their Neckhair or Warrior. Really more just whether or not they draw the Warrior. Because if they do, they can search for it after the fact. The search cards are just a lot more reliable now. Like with, whatever it's called. With cards like this, you don't really have the inconsistency issue anymore. Or at least, it's not nearly as bad. Same goes for this. Making another one, by the way. I just don't know. Like, there's an entire archetype here that just matter of factly is a direct counter to everything Skellig does when they're doing graveyard mechanics. I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing to have counters like that. It's a good thing. I mean, that'd be terrible if this game had no counters, but I'm just saying in regards to this deck, it might just be time to retire it, because I've seen a lot of those Nick Air decks, and, I don't know what to do. Have a good one.